Okay, so this is the website that I've made of visitor management system, which was given in the document. So it's a live website which I've deployed on the backend is deployed on Railway and the front end is deployed on Vercel. So this is the link to the front end, and this is the landing page, which is also the login page. So for convenience sake, I have already created few accounts which were made by the admin account, guard account, and employee account, as well as the admin account, which is in MongoDB Atlas. So let's start with the demonstration. First of all, let's log in with the guard account. So the guard is logged in, and this is the guard dashboard. In this dashboard, there are three options, which are pre-approved visitor, register new visitor, and checkout visitor. So these are the three options as of now, which are given to a security guard and the logout button, of course. So these are the three routes. First of all, if a visitor comes to the company, then the guard has two options. He can either register him if he is not pre-approved, or he can use the QR code which would have been given to the visitor if he was pre-approved and has a scheduled time, has a pre-approved meeting with an employee in the company. So let's start with registering a new visitor. Let us suppose that the visitor does not have a pre-approved permission to enter the company, doesn't have a meeting with someone. So let's start with the fields. Purpose would be meeting, and this would be the host email. Host email means that the employee which the visitor is meeting in the company. This needs to be in the database in order to register a new visitor, as you cannot meet someone who is not in the company. Host department, let us suppose it's HR, and organization is ABC Corp. Now, this is since we need to generate a badge for the register for a visitor, so we can upload an image. Let's suppose it's this image. Now submit. On submit, we can see the visitor is registered. Now the security guard has registered the visitor, but he is not approved. His approval status is pending. He is not approved to enter the company until and unless an employee of the company approves this request. Now this request can only be approved by an employee. So we will log into another account, which is an employee account. Notice how we entered the emp1 at the gmail.com, as this was the host email in the register form. We can see here. After logging in, we can see this is the employee dashboard. This is the email of the employee, and the employee has currently has four options. He can either approve and view the pending visitors. This is where the request for approval will come, and another is to schedule a pre-approved visitor. Now this is a good one, and we'll come back to it later. Let's just go with this one. As we can see, these are the approval requests. Right now it's only one because only one visitor came to the security guard. As soon as the employee taps on approve, it will automatically set the status of that visitor to approved instead of pending. So we can see there are no pending visitor requests now because it was approved by the employee. So now we can see the status is approved. Okay, this is the refresh button. So now that the approval of this visitor is approved, the status. So now the security guard can simply just check in this visitor Now on tapping the check-in visitor button, the badge is generated. This is a badge which the visitor can carry throughout the company for the time he is there, he or she is there. Now this badge contains few necessary details of that visitor, such as name, email, their phone number, their purpose of entering the company or the building, and their organization. Also, it's right now this is not a proper image. It's just sample image I used, but this can be replaced by the photograph which will be taken by the security guard of that particular individual. And also this contains the QR code, which would be pretty easy to do further check-ins. Uh, and to do further check-ins inside the building, this QR code can be used to generate the information of that particular visitor. Now, since we want this badge to be either physical or soft copy, we can just download this in PDF format. So as you can see, this downloads a badge format. Now we can see this badge can be printed and the visitor can carry it with themselves. Now, the guard can return to home since he has registered this visitor. This visitor is registered. Now, his status is checked in. Since it's checked in, we can see that the admin can check out the check the logs. So we'll see that later. For now, let's explore the pre-approved visitor route. For that, we'll again go to the dashboard of employee number one, EMP1. This is the route that we are going to explore. Pre-approve a visitor. So let's suppose the visitor's name is this, their email is this, their contact information, their purpose of coming into the building, their organization, and the scheduled date and time. Now, this means that the employee is setting the time when the visitor will come and have the meeting. So, this is the calendar for date, and this is for time. So, it's currently uh, 2 a.m. We can just set it to something like 11 a.m. 11 a.m. So, it's set 26th of May, 11 a.m. Now, there are three options. It's pre-approve another visitor, go to home, or pre-approve. We'll just tap on pre-approve. So now we can see that it says a visitor pre-approved and QR sent. This means that a visitor who is going to come tomorrow is pre-approved at to enter the building. He will be provided with a QR code. Remember how we were generating a QR code after registering? Now we don't have to do that. Since the visitor is pre-approved, their status is pre-approved. Their status is approved and they are pre-approved. So we can use this QR which they will get in their email. So now let's check the email. This is, let me refresh it. Change the account. The email ID was this one. And we can see 0 minutes ago at 2:09 we got this email, and it says you are pre-approved to visit. Please use this QR code below to check at the gate. Now this QR code contains all the information, this QR, all the necessary information to be scanned to get the visitors information. Now let's just save this image. We can save it as QR code new. Like, okay. Now that the pre-approval is done, we can just either approve another visitor or just go to home. Now that we have gone to home, we can check now. Now we are assuming that a visitor is at the entrance of the building, and he says the security guard that he is pre-approved. Now the security guard will ask for the QR code. The security guard will scan the QR code, and upon scanning the QR code, we can see this was the QR code. Upon scanning the QR code, the information of that QR code is fed into the system. Now, since it's a QR code, we don't need to, we can check if it's a valid QR code or not. It's checked. We can see that it says the QR code decoded from the image and it was correct. So now the security guard will see this and just check in the user, the visitor. As we can see, this is pretty fast compared to what we were doing earlier. Check-in successful, and we are back to the dashboard. These are the features which were really necessary for this visitor management system. Now that there are two visitors who are checked in, they are still inside. So when they finish their meeting, the schedule is finished. They can just come out of the building, and the the security guard can just check them out. The checkout since both the pre-approved as well as non-pre-approved visitor both have the QR code. Now they can the security guard can just scan the QR code and scan the QR code and just check them out using this. Now we can see that the prompt says visitor checked out successfully. We can return to home. Now to check if the visitor was successfully checked out or not, the logs can be checked by an admin. So we'll log in. We can go back to login page and we can log in using admin account. So upon logging through the admin account, we can see there are two entries, visitor name, their email ID. Notice that these are different email IDs. Email ID is a unique key. Their contact information, their check-in time, and their checkout time. Since the second visitor has not checked out yet, so it's dash. Their status is checked in, and the action also updates as they check out or check in. Also, as soon as a visitor checks in, a real-time notification is sent to the employee's account who they are meeting. We can say the host of the meeting. So let's go back. These are all the functions of of our website.